Welcome everybody to Black Space Gaming, and today is one of the craziest, most up and down days I've had as far as all pro football goes. We've had that heartbreaking loss to Wisconsin that was just, ugh. And then the Minnesota game. And then the LSU game where we could it felt like we could get nothing going our direction. Nothing went our way. And then the massive comeback game. 29 points in the fourth freaking quarter. And we're back indeed, Stumpy. You know me, I don't do a lot of these streams where it's just like 5 games in a row, but after that Wisconsin game, I thought there was no shot. There was no shot Wisconsin would shit the bed. I thought to myself, there would be no way. No way. But they have. And despite our loss to LSU, if we didn't lose to LSU, we wouldn't have to be hoping for Wisconsin to lose today. It wouldn't matter as long as we took care of our own business. So, win and help and in. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to be posting this vid because, man, I want it so badly. Did I say that I didn't know if I wanted to be in the playoff? Yup. Because do I think we could get embarrassed there? Yup. Do I still hold true to that? Yup. Because we still got to beat Michigan State, who is one of the few teams we have to face twice in a year. And yeah, that was a boat race on that end, so it's not a guarantee. The final home game, probably, for the Minnesota State Mavericks seniors, and it is a big one, to say the least. As we go take a look at the schedule here, and you see Wisconsin plays this evening versus Minnesota. Oh boy. I don't really want to mess with the file that much. I can change my user team to be Minnesota's, and I could technically put it in spectate mode and have the game that way. I don't know how much it messes with the file. I know you can do it. I know people have done it. I just don't know how much it messes with the file if you were to do it this late in the season. But that would be amazing if I could switch teams to Minnesota and just go full spectate mode. Oh my god. And here we go. The final home game for these seniors for Minnesota State football, and it couldn't be a bigger game. Michigan State coming to town. The little brother schools, as you could call them. Minnesota State was stuck in D2 for pretty much ever, and Michigan State, they've been D1, but they've always been an afterthought.
Heads it is.
Will kick.
And here we go. It's a chilly day here in Ncaa, Minnesota. You can see the players' breath. Same as the LSU game, man. You could see the breath of the players during the cold rain. And you could tell it was affecting them. Last game we could only run for 5 yards. So you better believe now that we're back on our home turf and it's a 0-0 game, we're going to find a way. 3 rushing attempts went to Coleman last week. If all things can go right, we'll have that here at the end of this drive. 3 rushing attempts. Or more. Obviously more, because you don't want a 3 and out, and there's a 3 rushing attempts call every day. And Coleman right up the middle, and he gets 7. On 2nd and 11. I don't think LSU expected us to run the ball there. Or not LSU, my bad. Michigan State. Until I played LSU today. And down goes Sickle, the 4th. Honestly, it's just not good blocking. So, oh well. So 3-0 to start the game, and 10-mile-per-hour winds here in Mankato, as that could create some havoc in the kicking games. And the return game, as he almost muffed that one. He catches it with his hands, don't get me wrong, but man, that could have been a disaster and a half. Man, I mean, I guess I still can't lose a state of mind where it's like, this could be pretty much it, and, you know, tomorrow I just work on the rosters for the next season and call it a day. It'd be really cool if I could go to spectate mode for those playoff games. That'd be sweet as hell. Something to stream. Even if I'm not in it. And big sack on the play, or stop and play. Going backwards. Chance Bowen. I think this is the one where they technically still have Walter Payton in the backfield because I didn't change the name. That's why I struggled so much against him last time. So Payton in the backfield. Well, let's pretend it's not like the actual Walter Payton, even though he runs exactly like him and is just as good. And Grigsby on the tackle along with Conrad. Grigsby will be back next year. I was looking at the recruiting and all the players that we got coming in, the wide receivers, trying to get a quarterback, and I'm still going to do that, don't get me wrong. But and I'll still work on them tomorrow, but if I know that I have a game coming up and we set up a stream, and we schedule that bad boy around Mac's schedule, obviously, because some of my viewership comes off of his. Oh boy.
Okay.
1st and 10 from Colorado, 17 yards.
Trying to find Peo. It's just some of those weird passes for Sickle that he has just absolutely missed the last couple games. Just bizarre. Like the easy ones where it's like a yard in front of you. If only he got rid of that ball with a little bit more arm strength to it and didn't float it as much, that probably would have been a touchdown, honest to God.
From Romerado's 17-yard line.
There we go. There we go. Williams with the first down catch. Niles Williams.
Second and 10 from Romerado's 40 yards.
See, just like that. Like, you're just rolling out to the right just a little bit. And you just miss your guy.
3rd and 10. Ball at the 40 yard.
Down, switch, clock 79, switch, clock.
What's your fucking son of a bitch?
The pass was incomplete, intended for James.
Oh. If he just caught that.
Romeradors are back to punt. Lewis is deep to receive.
Great tackle. Looked like Trubisky out there with the wide overthrow. You know, and that's the one thing. So I'm putting these players through specific, and that's the one thing with the spring game and stuff is
1st and 10.
I hope to do a little bit of like an off season where I do like a stream or a video, recorded video of some sort, where I talk about what I'm doing to each player and why. Like as far as like a workout regimen goes, right? Like I might not make him like super accurate because maybe he's not super accurate, right? Like maybe I don't give him the star development for super accurate as much as I would, let's say, a laser arm because he works out in the off season, or quick release because he worked on his release and changed it up. Something that's still controllable as like a real NFL or collegiate player. Something you could actually genuinely improve in the off season. Being that Sickle is a sophomore in our game, going into his junior year, so he's still realistically got 2 more seasons with us left. And you're like, well, why would you go look at quarterbacks? Well, quarterback in recruiting hasn't been my biggest priority. Wide receiver has. And we got 3 top 100, yeah, 3 top 100 receivers coming to us, so committed at least. That's the biggest thing. Full committal. Still hate Minnesota for getting the top quarterback. And the running back I wanted. But we just need Minnesota to beat Wisconsin. So despite Minnesota having a really tough season, getting all the way to the college football playoff last year, we got to the championship game and won Wisconsin. They all came out of the Midwest last year, ironically enough. In maximum football, Wisconsin getting to the national championship and losing to us. Now they're sort of shit in the bed, not gonna lie. If we could just take care of our own business here, even if Wisconsin wins, I'm relatively okay. Just, it's a pass like that where you're splitting the safeties and you just got to get over that top part. It's just, and then maybe too with me just playing more often and learning, okay, if I'm stepping up, how much time, and that's one thing too is quick release, is how much time do I have before the guy is like fully over the line. Because I had a couple of those this year where, you know, I got a touchdown called back because my guy's over the line. Like the fucking Wisconsin game. I'm never going to get over that. Never. Never, ever, ever. We recovered the onside freaking kick after coming back. And we were only down 1 because of the Gardner extra point. We go down the field. We get the touchdown. It gets called back due to the pass beyond the line. Oh. Really, Jalen? And then something like that happens. And then, so we don't get a touchdown, we don't get a field goal. We literally stopped their defense with enough time. We had like a timeout, maybe 2, with 33 seconds. And we come out firing. Jalen Sample, the guy that literally just dropped that pass, you know? Yeah, came out with a really nice catch against Wisconsin. It was like 30 seconds remaining, and we had just caught the ball, got out of bounds. Clock was stopped, so we didn't have to burn a timeout, which I was grateful for. And then, Suppy, get this, because I know you weren't there for this one. Go figure, hits off the guy's goddamn hands and was picked, and that was the end of the game. Fucking stupid son of a bitch. I don't even remember who did it. I'm just saying, stupid son of a bitch. I don't even need to call out a specific name. I'm just so mad that that's how we lose? That's how we lose? Really? That's like if we had just came all the way back versus Clemson there and then just like down our pants. That's what it would have felt like again. Then I might have rage quit. There's only 2 times on this channel I think I've rage quit. Dead. Mosley killed him. I think there's 2 legitimate times I have actually rage quit on this channel. And I've been doing this for an exact year, pretty much. My first video came out like almost exactly a year ago. But I didn't really start making full-blown content until March, but still. Late February, early March. Maybe even more April. One time was in, what, MLB 2K5 or something like that? One of the 2K games, MLBs. Oh, I believe it was one of the older ones, like 2K5, 2K6. Pretty sure it was during MLB. Almost certain. Like, almost certain. I think it was like a noon stream, and I'm pretty certain I fucking rage quit. I was just on fire. Oh, so mad. 10-mile-per-hour wins. And right down the middle. Wow, that's impressive. Michigan State gets on the board first. The other one was during NFL 2K5. Yes, this game plays a ton like NFL 2K5. And it's amazing for it. I had a comment actually on one of my 2K5 videos today, NFL 2K5, ironically, because I haven't played that since like July or August, right? And the guy said, I need more. And I'm like, well, that wasn't the only video of the NFL 2K5 season I had. I had like 6 more after that, including a playoff game. And then I had, obviously, all pro football. Flea flicker in it. Flea flicker in it. Come on, Davis. Thank you, God. Davis with the catch. The running back that we beefed up, got him a little bit thicker, put him at fullback. Yes, sir. See, that was not across the fucking line. I'm going to challenge that. That was not across the line. Part of his body was behind it. No. No, no, no. No. No, it wasn't. Part of his body was behind the line. You're damn right I could challenge that. Let's go. Part of his body was behind.
The Marauders are challenging. Whether the pass will be the ball.
That's a huge penalty. If that's a penalty. A huge one. Shades of Wisconsin. Blue line. Only one part of his body has to be behind it. Exactly. His foot was behind it. Frickin' His foot was behind the line. That's all that matters. He only needs one body part.
After review, the passer was behind
Thank
the
you.
line of scrimmage at the time of the
Thank
throw.
you.
There is no
W's in the chat for that challenge. W's in the freaking chat. Drop them. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Oof. Going to Peo. Might have been interfered with early, actually. Can I challenge that too? Yeah, there should be pass interference on that one. New Orleans Saints style. Gotta challenge that. Oh, I hate Saints fans. There we go, Peo. And Stumpy's dropping the W's for that challenge victory. Because that will allow us to get all the way down the field, and then bam, the pass to Peo Parker over the middle. Well, we had the guy coming open as well on the other side. Was that Jalen? They might have been preoccupied with Peo. They're like, this is the guy, coach. This is the guy. And Coleman now has more rushing attempts than he did last week. And he has a touchdown now. So that challenge proves to be very effective and massive. Instead of it being 3rd and 15 on that one, it ended up being a 1st and 10 in Michigan State territory. 3 plays later, a touchdown is on the board. Minnesota State football one step closer to possibly looking at a playoff game if Wisconsin falls apart. You say, well, how is that possible? Well, every team or every division has a representative. And then I think there's supposed to be some wild card teams, but I'm not trying to count those. They'll be in there, and I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, da 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 da. I mean, there's no way anyone, whoever that 7th seed is, even if it had to be me, or the 6th seed, or wherever the fuck it is. I'll say 7th seed because that's easy for people to remember, because that's the current NFL right now. Whoever gets in and has to face USC that first round is not winning. I hate to say it, but you're not. You're just not. So even if it had to be me, I wouldn't even entertain that thought. I'd be like, ah, well, we'll just give USC the win. Because just no. I don't want to get into a playoff situation with illegitimacy. It's not my thing. I'd rather Wisconsin just lose. And even then, if I lost today and Wisconsin won, I'm not even guaranteed that because I think the Aggies have the same exact record and one other team. So they might even have a tiebreaker over me. I know for sure the Aggies would. Fuck. That's for your first down anyway. I'm trying to time these, Stumpy. If you're wondering why I have so many offside calls here, is these neutral zone infractions. I'm trying to time these just right and come across the line to where I just can blow the play up in the backfield. That's what I'm trying to learn so hard with this game. How can I time this? Between like the punts and the field goals and obviously defense. The dive by Josephson makes him spin to the inside, where he was met with a Minnesota State defender. Easy for me to say. I think when I look at it, I'll have been live between the two crash streams, which were the Minnesota games. It'd have been like, oh, that was like 40 minutes right there, maybe 35. Between those two videos that I was live, that's not even going to be counted. I deleted those videos. It's like, why have a crash stream on there, you know? And it's just a matter of, you know, the file and whatever week he wants to be temperamental at. I think it's just all based off like saving it and roster moves and stuff like that. It's bizarre. Doesn't sound like it should be a thing, but only on that file, only on season 1 as I have it titled. I haven't seen it on season 4 yet. Season 4 is my NFL one, if you're wondering. Seasons 2 and 3 were corrupted files because of editing, so that's always fun.
Ball will be placed around the 21-yard line. First and 10 from Colorado's 21-yard line.
I'll probably post on my Twitter here tomorrow links with these videos and maybe rename them. Oh, and Dexter Sitko diving for the first down marker. Ballsy. That guy was coming in to light him up like a damn Christmas tree, and he goes, nah, let me dive here, not slide. Oh, God, if he just had a stronger arm, he would have been able to fit that one in before that safety get there.
3rd and 1. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Stumpy, I am really liking that idea of a spring game, though. No lie. Really liking that. I get it might delay on how quick I get the next season started, and that's just fine. I mean, I can take a week for all I care. Considering I have the APF NFL season, the only reason I'm rushing this tonight is because I'm just so frustrated. And today's my Saturday, so, you know, you don't have to work tomorrow. It's always nice. I'm not exhausted from being at work today, so, because I wasn't at work. Oh my God. Yes, I went for it in my own territory, but I thought I for sure had it. The defense gave me the look I was looking for. The blocking was at least there. The receiver was there. The pass was not. Oh. Great. Hybrid linebacker. Jennings coming down into the box. He's a DB, but he is originally a linebacker when he got here to Minnesota State. Slimmed up a little bit. Improved his coverage skills.
Payton with the carry. A pickup of 7 on the play. Simmons with the tackle.
In our maximum football series, he played more like a linebacker still. Year 2 in our system, you could tell the progression coming over to APF. He has definitely slimmed out a little bit.
3rd and 1.
Making the... Fuck. Making the shift and the switch. That time I did not mean to come across at all. I did not mean to control him and try to jump it. I was not trying to jump it at all. I think I was trying to switch players on that one. That one you can boo me for. That one would be my fault.
1st and goal.
Touchdown. Minute 52 remaining though in the half. You got this. I'm sure people who are looking at my stream from the outside, they're looking at their YouTube. So like black space video, black space video, black space video. What the fuck is going on? Why is he live so much tonight? Without actually coming in here and listening to me swear up a storm because I'm so frustrated. You guys know me. I try not to swear an incredible amount on here, but
The extra point is good.
Feels mighty good to be
hockey
in
is the
front,
one
don't it,
sport that
boys?
definitely makes me swear. Like, oh,
The Sailors are picking Smith.
like stupid amounts. Whenever I play hockey video games, I'm just, oh, especially with all the hard hitting and like, it's a game that is always going. Hockey is, and you'll get whistles. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, there's no, 7-second play when you're out of bounds, and you're calling the next play. You're waiting for everyone to get set, and it's just more of a strategic game like football is. No, hockey is strategy. Don't get me wrong. It's got plays, but it's a very much of a on-the-fly sport. And at any given moment, if you have your head down, you can be lit up. There we go, Davis. Thank you. Davis. Oh, running play here. I think I'm going to catch him off guard. Oh, man. I should have let him back. He's over. Get out of bounds. There we go. Stop the clock. Halfback pass. I haven't ran this play in like, a long time. A long time. Maybe since like week 3. When I realized that my running back doesn't throw very well. Shit. Maybe I should have tried it. See that corner come in? Oh. Tried to put a spin move on him, but no.
Yeah!
Jalen had uncovered there, but I kind of use that play more because the guys are still going out for like a run or a route. So I'm like, well, it's a free some odd yards, but. Oh, Jalen. Oh, that's Pale. Pale. Not blaming you, but I just wish that pass was a little bit deeper for ya. Even if that was Jalen, I wouldn't have blamed him. That was a bad pass. Really bad. I'm sure Minnesota State players are going to listen to these streams or watch these streams and go, man, he really hates me. No. Just the animated version in which this game portrays. Things that you can't catch. And then they go, well, you made me. Yeah. But this game runs off of a star system. Not like a Madden ratings, for anyone who doesn't know. Your guy can have certain skills and stuff. Kind of like a Madden 20, Madden 21 with like a superstar ability, but not as ridiculous. Yeah, I'd say it'd be more like a Madden 08, Madden 09, where like your guy has just abilities. They're not superstar abilities. They're just, he's a bulldozing runner. He's a brick wall type of lineman. No one's getting past him. Something like that. It's not like Madden 20, Madden 21, where it's like Patty Mahomes is throwing 4 times over 20 yards. He could throw an extra 15 yards. No. His arm would be tired. In this game, I definitely know arms get tired. Legs get tired. This game actually betrays stuff like that.
Second and
Field
20.
gets worn down.
27 yards.
Referees get their asses ran over. Pickett. Peyton Conrad. Go. Go. Get the block. Dom. Block him. Dom. Help me. Touchdown. Peyton Conrad in his last ever home game. Before the half. Pick 6. Conrad's in the chat. C-O-N-R-A-D. Conrad's in the chat. Put it in there or put a 5. Let's go. Peyton Conrad. Pick 6 before the half. He jumped the route and he returns it. Max Dom, it would have been nice for a freaking block. Just push him in the shoulder pad. I know you're afraid of the penalty, but my God. Minnesota State football. They get a pick 6 before the end of the half. 1 second remaining. Got some 5s in the chat. Let's go. I can't believe it. If we could pull this up, this would probably be as improbable as the New York Giants run to beat the Patriots. And this is just to get even into the playoffs. I'm saying this. Like, oh, it's a muff. It's a muff on a kickoff. They muffed it. Here we go. They muffed the kickoff. How freaking failure-esque is that? Michigan fans are going typical Michigan State right here.
Your Marauders, 14.
Minnesota State 14. Michigan State 10. In the battle of the little brother schools. Despite us winning the national championship last year. Ta-da-da. God, all I hope is that we don't have to face a USC. That would just be... Like I said, I don't even think I would do it. Make it to where, like, technically USC gets a bye week or something crazy. And sacked. And Max Dom getting home. Good Lord. Beautiful.
6 yards on the play. Third and 15 from let's say 22 yards.
3rd and 15. And down he goes as he steps up with what looked like probably Mosley coming off the edge from the safety spot. Then Bowen.
6 yards on the play.
He ends up finishing him, but yeah, there's Mosley. And Bowen was the final one to get to him. There was just bodies all around him when he had to step back up. Because of that safety blitz. Very well timed by Minnesota State. Hell of a way to start the half. Peo Parker to call the fair catch, and Minnesota State will start at their 45-yard line.
45-yard. First and 10 from Romero, 45 yards.
Wow.
The pass is incomplete, intended for Walker. Second and 10 from the Marauders, 45 yards.
Wow.
Incomplete pass, Randall, that's 11. Third and 10 from the Marauders, 45 yards.
What the fuck? I hit the wrong button. Wow, that was no bueno. I really hit the wrong button. I thought that was LB in front of me. My bad. That's definitely not on Sicko. That is my bad. I honestly God thought that was LB in front of me. There we go. Threw the pick, but that was all on me. I hit the wrong button. Wrong freaking button. It happens. Especially in a game where you have LB and RB that go up for routes. Oh wow, what a move. Touchdown, Michigan State. For any of those wondering, we had to edit Walter Payton's name. I added a lot of the premier legends, ones that are obviously recognizable like right away to the average fan. There's a couple of them I forgot. Walter Payton happened to be one of them. But going through on this season, for this next year that I'm doing, I'm going through and I'm making sure that I get every single one of them if I can. I'm pretty sure I can. Like I said, if I have to take a week off, not a big deal. I'll just play All Pro Football NFL. I started the NCAA one before I did the NFL one. It was funny, I had one of my subs in one of the streams and he goes, how many All Pro Football things do you have going on? I said 2. Technically, the NFL one just came because I kept breaking the file for the sub-series. So, that was unfortunate. There we go, Vermalm. God, Johnson's got to be coming back soon, too. Can I see the injury report quick? Is that a thing? Can you see the injury report in the game? Oh, Johnson's still got 3 weeks. Good lord. Kopi's got that torn calf. Broken ankle. God, could you imagine? No thanks. I stand on my feet like 9 hours a day. I couldn't even imagine. Second and 10.
Second and 10. Ball at the 37 yards.
Come on, catch it. There we go. Strong on the catch. The backup tight end. Third string, technically. It's a win. Shit. I thought he would be blocked, so I pump faked it to the right, thinking I was going to get a safety to bite. Or some DBs. That guy was just unblocked. I didn't even see him come unblocked right away. If I saw him unblocked right away, I would have never pump faked, but I didn't. But why am I not surprised that there was a freaking guy completely unblocked? I'm not. Jalen Sample. Unable to haul it in. He's having a really tough game today. I might have to take him out, actually. He's having a really tough game. It's the last ever home game for him, though, too. He's not even in top... Oh, yeah, he is. Where's Peo? What the hell? Gotta make sure Peo's on the field. Our passing game would be in Oh. A terrible state. Worse than it is now. Worse than imaginable. Stumpy, could you imagine if we went into a game or several without Peo Parker even on the field? Like if the defenses knew that there was no Peo Parker, like to drop some screen passes or something crazy. Fumble, oh boy, a fumble on the punt return. Unfortunately, Michigan State will keep the ball as it goes out of bounds. So as they do have the lead because of me, and I'll own that. It's my bad. Not one of my players. Stumpy says you guys are so screwed if that happens. Oh my god. I guess that's one reason I kind of hope that we can somehow find a way to take a lead and make it a demanding one so I can sit Peo in case we do happen to get in the playoff. Good lord. Because that would be... Peo Parker is the offense. Certainly is. Because he makes it to where Coleman can actually run the ball. We have to be able to pass it to run it. Else those defenses just stack the frickin' box like crazy. Even then, some of the times they even do, they're like, alright, that's fine. We'll stack the box, and we'll double cover Peo. Everybody else will be in single man coverage. Even if they get open, odds are they're not actually catching the ball. They'll just hit them in the face mask or the chest, and they'll just be like, oh. And a big sack, good lord. Is that Velhusen, 93? Dominance. No, that was Welsh, 92. Okay. So good to have all my freaking defensive linemen, the starters, together. Velhusen, Peo Parker, Chance Bowen, Evan Welsh, Pickett, oh, son of a gun, Terrell Jennings, getting his hands in on it. For those who did not hear earlier, I did actually, so for the next season, I go back into the editor and I'm able to edit all the players because it's a new season. And I get the editor is made to like bring over stats from one year to the other. I'm not as worried about that. I'm really not. I can just take screenshots and stuff like that. Oh no. Oh boy. And so I go through it and I import the roster in which I had, so I have it saved already on my desktop, and then import the roster, and then I take out all the players who are graduating one by one, take off all the star ratings and all that stuff, and then put in the new players or the younger players. Oh my god, what a hit by Foss. That's one player I'm excited will be back next year, Nick Foss. Really excited. I love having him. So this past year we lost, obviously, Lance Arney, and I would have loved to have Lance Arney in All-Pro football. Like, he was great in Maximum, don't get me wrong. But having him in All-Pro, the way he could hit, touchdown. How fast he was, too, coming off that edge would have been just scary. That would have just been terrifying for those linemen, those tackles. I don't think they would have really had much of a chance. So we got to get to work here, though.
The extra point is good.
Obviously, we do need to win, so this is the last week of the regular season. It's literally this, or we go home. Well, we are home. We stay home. Some of the players obviously finish out the school year, go home, and that'll be it for them. They go on, they take their degrees. For the other ones, we're going to do the off-season programs and lay out a spreadsheet, essentially, of what I want each player to get better at, the ones that are already in my system. I can tell you, Sicko's getting the weight room treatment. There we go, Peo. Hale Parker, a.k.a. the entire offense, with the first down catch. Or as Stumpy likes to call him, Peter Parker, because he catches pretty much everything in sight, despite him being a silver star. Oh, Jesus, Sickle. I get that that was a hard pass. It's just his arm strength is so terrible. Oh, my God. I get it. That's a tough pass. I get that. I'm not obtuse to that. I understand football enough to know that, but it is still like one of those where it's like his arm strength just has to be better. Because Payo was sitting there waiting for the ball. He can still stop him. It's only a 10-point game. Of course you fucking high step. Because why not? I really wish I would have changed your name and changed a couple of your abilities. Thank goodness in the game I have you as a senior, because I'm so done with this damn running back, Walter Payton. You're like, well, why is he in the game? Well, because I forgot to change his name and his abilities. Some of the players, I guess I forgot to do some of that for, so touchdown. That's okay. Anyway. Hey, we came back last game. We had 29 points in the fourth quarter, so I can't say anything's impossible because we literally did the impossible last week by scoring 29 to come back to win in the fourth quarter. So for how much I'd be like, oh yeah, well, we're out of it, 15, 16-point game. I could never. After being down what we were down last game, Stumpy knows. We have to find something explosive, though. I'll say that. Found him. Oh, I was just saying, don't pick it off. Just don't pick it off.
Listen up.
Second and 10.
34.
Ball at the 40 yard.
Switch down. Set. Switch. Black.
The safety's biting down hard. Oh my God, oh my God. Please catch the ball. Where's Tanner Johnson? Please, someone.
Third and 10 from
I get he has a broken ankle. Can he be healthy already? Payo Parker down the sidelines. Wow, that pass was tight. Wow, that pass was tight. Good Lord. Oh. Oh. Michigan State trying to make a house call. Stumpy says he relocates a team from America to Canada, and the kicker's last name is Spain. Got a combination of all three countries in one. Oh my God, I love it. Did I ever tell you about the time I was playing Madden 18? I still remember this, just like it was yesterday. And in the same draft, out of two different schools, were two players, both wide receivers, exact same age. Looked actually pretty identical, I'm not going to lie, for what little Madden faces have, that are similar. I was like, wow, okay, yeah, you could, maybe tell. But exact same last name, exact same age. just different colleges. One was like a big time school and one of them was a smaller school, and they're coming out in the same draft. And I thought to myself, twins that went different roads for colleges that get to the same point at the same time. And so I drafted both of them, and they're both wide receivers for me. One of them was my second wide receiver, one of them was my fourth. Shit. They're going to call that a penalty, aren't they? See, I didn't get a good look at that one. That one would be killer. I don't think I... Yeah, that one was passed. Yep, that one was passed. Not going to waste challenge on that one. I love it though, Stumpy. That's great.
Second and goal.
That just reminds me of the time I had the 2 players. And I always thought about recreating that. Oh my god, that would have been game. Wow. What little luck I have. That would have definitely been game. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, but the Griffins at least were like different. I get that they're like brothers and stuff, but different years that they came out, technically, right? Like they didn't hit the NFL at the same draft. Like that was the one unique thing. Like I get it's happened before or something like that, but what happened if we kick a field goal here? 31-17. Doing some quick math in my head here. How many scores we need? That'd be a 2-touchdown game, so technically that wouldn't be too shabby, actually, of an idea. At least then we can get on the board. As long as we can make a kick with a 10-mile-per-hour wind, it'd be great. And it's good. Coach says regular kickoff, so alright. I'll trust the coach. Not quite onside kick time yet. Stumpy, do you enjoy this series? I know you're sitting in here and I appreciate that, but do you actually enjoy having a college football game that kind of looks like this, plays like this? Maybe not as traditional speaking, but Minnesota State going to call it early timeout here. Unique. Maybe seeing if maybe the next play they can get a turnover or something crazy. Conserve a little bit of time here. Shit.
Second and 7. Ball at the 27 yard.
Do you like the idea of having college in here, even though it's a little bit jank because it is meant for a pro game, technically? Clock stop? Looks like it. Sweet. Nope, it didn't. Shoot.
Third and 2. Let's say 32
And there we go. So Minnesota State does not use their next timeout as they use just the one. It alleviates about 40 seconds on the clock, or saves, I should say. Oh, George.
No return on the play. Ball is spotted at the 37-yard line.
That you have to edit every player. Well, no, you can be the legends. I mean, I guess, you know, that's one big thing is you can be the legends. You could just play a regular season with the already created teams, and you get to create your one team. And but yeah, if you want the NFL, I mean, even then it's not perfect because you only get so many fucking son of a gun. I knew it as soon as I threw it that that ball was gonna come out weak. I saw the guy get. I just was like, yeah, I know. Okay, I know. They got a bronze star over on our silver star. Trying to force it to Peo, and they know it. They're coming after him. That's the second time that safety's jumped his route here recently. That one time they got burnt on it, but that's not good for us. But Peo making them pay. Peo cashing out with that Mayo, grabbing it for the big game. Just leave somebody wide open, please. Oh my God, and that's about as wide open as you're gonna get in frickin' football. Oh, Sickle threw everything he had into that one.
Second and 10
It was off the mark, but son of a gun.
He loses 7 on the play.
That's why some people want me to get backbreaker stumpy, so in that way the editing and stuff is a little bit different, easier. Peo, are you kidding me? Did you really just catch that? I'm done. Look at this. Look at that pass for a quarterback who has been okay. You just can't make it up. And he gets pile drived after that one. Get up, Peo. Oh no. 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 Stumpy. Stumpy.
First and 10.
What are you? That's why we need Peo back on the field. Someone please.
Second and 10.
This is not good.
Third and 10.
Of course. If Grant would have caught that, that would have been a touchdown. I get it. He's getting hit. I get that.
Fourth and 10.
This is life without Peter Parker. Peo Parker. Spider-Man. So Peo gets us all the way down to the 11, and we can't capitalize after that. Pale Parker got hurt.
The sailor.
That's literally all you need to know, and why we couldn't come through here. Pale Parker's hurt. Whatever chances we had hinged on Pale Parker, as they have all season, literally.
Peyton with the carry. He picks up 8 yards on the play. Ortiz credited with the tackle.
Man,
First and 10.
to say this is disappointing
46
is an understatement. I mean, obviously we knew what we were up against coming into this game. Like, I think that was a pretty obvious thing, to say the least. But when you know that you're making a comeback and Pale Parker makes literally one of the catches of the year, and he gets hurt, and he was your offense. And this is his last game. This is literally his last game.
Second and 13 from the sailor. 49
The Chicago product, went to St. Cloud State University in St. Cloud, Minnesota, transferred to Minnesota State, played our maximum football series season there, and had one last season with us here on the All-Pro Football Series in the blended seasons. This is it's a tough fucking pill to swallow, I'll say that much. Do we have 3 top 100 wide receivers coming to us this next year? Yes, we do. Via high school, I get that, but they're not Pale Parker, as Stumpy likes to call him, Peter Parker. Could they be? Sure. But he's kind of become a legend on this channel now. Not only is he our best wide receiver, but I talked to the guy personally on Twitter. When I first started this, he messaged me saying, "Hey, can I be a part of this on your team and on your season on the Sims?" And son of a gun, that was close. I said, ironically, you were one of the first players I made in Maximum Football and on Sims. I said that wasn't planned. I said, I obviously don't know you. You don't know me.
First and 10.
But your name was easy. And so you're one of the first players I got done. Ever since then, we talk occasionally on Twitter. And what you're seeing right now is life after Pale Parker and hyperextended elbow, and
Second and 10.
time for him to heal up and get ready for the NFL draft, because ultimately he'll probably go late rounds in our mock simulation world here. If he doesn't go, that's one thing.
The pass was incomplete, intended for coverage.
What you're seeing on the field right now is literally life after Pale Parker. Now the interesting part for everyone who's watching, Williams graduating, Grant graduating, Sample graduating. So this wide receiving core is going to look a whole lot different next year. Yeah, that was a bad pass on my end. Didn't set my feet. You know, and I get it. You know, we had to have had Wisconsin lose.
Fourth and 10 from
I get that. But yep, right off the hands. Something we've become all too accustomed to seeing this year. I'll probably work on the spring game. I'll be working on letting you guys know who we got for recruits. More than, obviously, just telling you just the basics. You know, odds are we won't see really any of them or many of them this next season, but that's just the way college football realistically works. The amount of true freshmen you actually get to start are really small. Michigan State will take the win.
The end of the game.
in the final game of the season.
Now, Sailor, 31. Colorado, 17.
The defending national champions
Coming to the game. And we remind you to drive safely.
are done. The post-game show. Running the ball, definitely not something we really got done too much. More than we did last game, granted, but it's hard not to have more than last game. Considering we had to throw the ball last game in the fourth quarter so much. It was just crazy. 29 fourth quarter points versus Clemson. Tough loss to LSU. We beat Minnesota, but today, the first stream I did today was the heartbreaker. Man, that was the worst. We had beaten Notre Dame. We got our teeth kicked in by USC. Lost a close one to Texas A&M, even though it never really felt close. We had a really good comeback win versus Ohio State. That 97-yard touchdown to Peo Parker to end the first half with no time remaining. Because this is a pro type schedule, and I can't edit that per se, we do have to face Michigan State twice, and we did lose to them the first time. So I kind of knew what to expect with them. Really great running game. Good defense. Even though their record is very mediocre, I knew that they were a tough matchup for me. Minnesota, they just got the top recruit in the entire country for quarterbacks. So they'll have that guy right away. As Tanner Morgan's done. Northwestern, we had got the win against as well. Miami. Like right here, I was feeling real good about our season. Yeah, obviously, we lost to Wisconsin that first time. It was a barn burner as well. It was a tough game. We had beaten Nebraska. We had beaten Alabama to start the season. I thought, right here, I was like, okay, we're what? 5-1? We're good. And then this game was tough. And you get the win versus Ohio State, and then there's just the every other sandwich there. So let's go see Minnesota, Wisconsin. That was the college football playoff last year. Minnesota versus Wisconsin on that side. It was Clemson versus me on the other side. In our maximum series. Do I wish to simulate all the games? I suppose I do. And Minnesota won. If we would have taken care of our f***ing business, are you kidding me? I can't even. I can't even. Yep. Technically speaking, we do technically get a playoff spot, but I'm only doing the division winners. So I'll be editing that. I just... because the way that I see the college football playoff should be separated by like conferences, and I think the best team of every conference should go, so I feel like that this would be appropriate here. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate literally everybody. The Minnesota State football team, coaching staff, the school itself for allowing me to use the name and not get upset. It's tough. Real tough. Hard to think about. Thank you everybody for joining. This is Black Space Gaming. Not the way we had hoped that it would end, but a finish is a finish.